All right. So this strategy is actually called the bounce back strategy. It was developed by Eric Garrison. You know, when
Okay.
Eric Garrison also came to IML, I think last year or so, and then over the years, he had wanted to see Christopher Terry, that's the CEO. So one of the conventions in US is told Christopher Terry that I want to see you. But you know, Christopher Terry now, a lot of people want to say, I want to see you, I want to see you, I want to see you. And then he asked for Christopher Terry's contact. Well, Christopher Terry reluctantly gave him Sha. So some months back, they now met and then they talked about his strategy to Christopher Terry. And Christopher Terry, the way he is now, is he asked to check his own account balance to see the success. And then when he saw it, from his word though, he said he nearly passed out. Like, wow, like a single man, like this is a Christopher Terry kind of account. He has like
Okay.
he has made over $50 million, you know,
Okay.
using this strategy. Now it's a long-term strategy. It means that you have to set your trade and give it, you know.
At what?
It is a long-term strategy. If you know, I've discovered
Is that what it
something.
calls swing?
Long term. It calls swing. Yeah, swing trade.
Okay.
Swing trade is a long-term trade. That means a
Trade.
trade
Okay.
that you can live for like 2-3 weeks. But you know what I discovered? I discovered that a lot of the wealthy people, I studied them. I studied Christopher Terry. I studied Eric Garrison too. I studied what's this guy's name? Uh, is it Robert Kiyosaki? No, Warren Buffett. Now, all these guys, they are long-term traders. I discovered that most of the millionaires that have made serious money in forex, most of them are swing traders. They are not short-term traders. So I now
So
decided.
shut up, cow, Pabi.
Yes, exactly. Short-term is scalping, but scalping is also fine. I can have an account for scalping, then I can
You
have
can
an
have
account
an
for
account
swing
for
trade.
swing.
But one
Okay.
thing about swing trade is that for every $1,000, you don't use more than 0.03. But for scalping, you use your normal divide by 5,000. Probably you can use higher lot size. Do you get
But for the swing, you
for
shouldn't use more than what?
0.03 for every 1,000?
Okay.
But you can also stack trades. I will explain all of that to you. Because swing
Okay.
trade has the tendency to pull back huge. You remember what Bill Granville said. Because it's a long-term trade, we are talking about daily time frame. So it could last for like 2 weeks, but in between, you're not expecting that to just start going straight.
Straight immediately. Okay.
There will be need for pullbacks. For instance, this is a 4 hour. What I'm seeing on your screen now is a 4H4. That's a 4 hour time frame. So you can see this long candle. It went up, then pulled back,
Yeah.
went up again, pulled back, went up again, pulled back, went up, pulled back, went up, pulled back, went up. It can even pull back more than this. Do you get this? A
Okay.
4 hour. But on a daily, you could just show up. Click on D1. D1, yeah.
So tell me waiting for update.
Drag from the market watch. Look at your market watch. Pick a pair. Euro USD, drag it to the screen. Yes, exactly. All right. You still doing the same thing? Are you sure you dragged?
Yeah, I'm dragging.
Drag another pair. You drag now. I'll just double click.
Okay.
It's because it's not, I don't know why. Probably I should use my own screen.
Okay.
So you can stop share.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so this is my screen. Okay, so I have maximized my own now. So let's assume that I want to see The one that came with it. I'm trying to see. What's it here? Okay, I think it looks like this, okay? Your own screen.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm gonna start. Now you can see. Let me use GBP USD for instance. You can see going down, coming up, going down, coming up. This on 15 minutes. On 4 hours, you can see this.
Mm-hmm.
On daily, you just discover that it's actually down.
Yeah.
But in between the downs, you can see on 4 hours, you can see. So a long-term trade, you will be expecting pullbacks, definitely. But
So do you look at the daily for a long-term trade
yes, I look at daily and 4 hours, but most times
and
daily.
4 hours? Okay.
Based on that, what Eric Garrison does himself. So I'm going to explain how this works. I hope that your MetaTrader 4 will start working well. You can see the NZD USD. You can see 47 pips against NZD JPY, 62 pips against AUDCHF. But I'm not worried because why? This is 0.01. You see, this is just a
Yeah.
$50 account. So total I'm on, okay, $80. So total I'm on minus 15. But I'm not worried because I know what I have done. That is why I said patience. Some people will see this and they will start running out of the market.
But then it's a swing trade, so you can't see results immediately.
So if you run out of the market, that means you've actually lost. But if you are confident, that means that if you're not sure of the trade, that's the only time you say, let me run out, let me rush out. But if you are sure, you won't rush out. This will not make sense to a scalper.
Yes.
I also scalp and I have account for scalping. But it won't make sense for a scalper because as a scalper, self, you can't even do this. It's too much. 64 pips against you is too much. Get so um, I'm going to start right now on how I do the setup. All right. So let's assume that this is the screen. I'm going to clear it off. I'm going to go to properties. So right click properties. All right. So this is how the screen looks like. I want a black background. A foreground of white is fine. This foreground, these write-ups, foreground. I don't want any grid. All these lines, they are
Grid
grids.
out.
All
Okay.
right. So back up. Up is what's up? Up is buy, right?
Yes.
So green is fine. Let me look for a darker shade of green. Green is fine. Then bull candle too. Green. Do you get? Bar down, red.
Red. Okay.
You can
And
see
then
that it's changing here.
red.
Yeah, bear candle too. Red. You can see it's changing here.
Yeah.
I don't want the volume. This is volume. You know, we talked about
Volume.
volume
I
here.
heard Bill talk about it that
Yeah.
volume pushes price.
Yes, exactly. The more the volume, the more the movement. But for this
Okay.
strategy, I will remove volume for more. You can always put it if you want. So
So remove volume.
you can
Okay.
see that volume can appear.
Okay.
I can leave all these ones. I can leave all these ones. I can leave all these ones. All right. So let me see. Come on. Let me see. Okay, candlesticks. Fine. So let me click on OK.
Okay.
So let me delete this part. This indicator that is showing.
Okay.
I will delete this. I will delete this. So I'm having a screen like this. So this is how I expect it to look like.
Yeah.
All right. Plain and simple.
Okay.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to add to your screen is called a 50-day moving average. That's the first thing I'm adding. We call it 50-day moving average because it summarizes what has happened in the past 50 days.
Okay.
All right. So all I have to do, so just take note. I'm going to record it. This is on a record. So I'm actually going to upload it on YouTube so you can always watch it again if you do your setup. So
Okay.
I'm going to go to insert, indicator, then trend, then moving average. Can you see that?
Insert, indicator, then trend.
Moving average. So this is 50 moving average. Then I'm going to change it to simple. All right. 50 simple. Then I'm going to change the color to aqua. I think this is aqua, right? Yeah, aqua. All right. So it's picking up. Do you understand it now?
Not really. You went to insert, then you went to moving average.
I'm still going to do it again. So you can see the 50 moving average right now. You can see. So if I go to daily, for instance, let me show you what this means. Anything that goes up will come back to touch this 50. If it comes down, it will come back to touch this 50. If it goes up, touching 50, goes up, touching 50, coming down, touching 50. So anytime the trade is down and I want to buy, this 50 line is my take profit.
Okay, it's like that line in Gold Cup, that blue and black line in Gold Cup.
So if it's
Or
here,
how do you get the line again?
You said?
How do you insert the line again?
I'm going to do more. So it's not only 50 that I'm going to do. I'm still going to do more. So you will get it. Do you get? So let me add. I'm going to add another one so you will see it again. This time around, I'm going to add a 20-day moving average. All right. So look at it now. Insert, indicators, trend, moving average. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Indicator, trend, moving average. Don't worry, all these things will be recorded or is recorded already. So moving average. So I'm going to change this one to 20 this time around.
20.
Yeah. Then I'm going to make it maybe a dark orange color, something like this. To be different. Then I click OK. So you can see a 20 moving average.
Yeah.
So let me try. So it shows when the 20 and 50, especially when they close, it shows a change in momentum. Like it's showing like change in direction. Look at this. But you will understand it by the time I had the last one. I'm going to add another moving average called the 10-day moving average. Notice that when you do this, you're just doing it once and for all. You don't have to do it again. The settings is just once and for all. You get?
Okay.
So it's just once. So this time around, I'm going to add a 10. 10. I'm going to change the color to maybe a magenta. I think this is magenta. Yeah.
So the 50, 20, and 10 that you're putting, are they constant?
Yes. Yes. Look at this. Notice when the 10 and 20 crossed, you can see this cross. When they crossed, both of them were going to 50. It just shows the change momentum between here and here now could be up to almost 200 pips between this cross and 50. Look at 130 pips.
Okay.
You get, but in between the 130 pips, you can see pullbacks went down and then back up. You get.
Yeah.
So That's how it works. All right, so I think we're done with the moving averages right now. The next thing I'm going to
Okay,
add
the
is
50, 20, and 10
10.
are called moving averages.
Yes,
Okay.
it's like the summation of the entire candle.
Okay.
Do you get the average? So for this one, it's 10. So if you add the previous 10 from here, right now, this candle, previous 10, if the average of it is where this is, do you get? It just shows the
Yeah.
momentum. All right. So the next thing I'm going to add is what we call the parabolic SAR, or you call it PSAR, PSAR. So it's still the same place. Insert, indicators, then trend. Still the same place. You just see parabolic SAR.
Parabolic SAR.
So I want to remember my setting for parabolic SAR. Let me try to remember. I think I use 0.06 and 0.02. So the first parabolic SAR, look at it, 0.06. You can see that the step is 0.06 and the color is red.
Yeah.
I think this is fine. Then I click OK. These are the parabolic SAR. You can see all these dots. I'm sure you saw that on Bill's Granby's page too.
Yeah, and I saw it on Clint's too.
Exactly.
This morning. Yeah.
So that's what is called parabolic SAR. So I'm going to have another parabolic SAR. Insert, indicator, trend, parabolic SAR. So this one will be 0.03. Then green.
So you're doing another color. Okay, for another
Yes.
color.
Then green, or let me put line. Okay. So the first one is 0.06. The second one is
6 and
0.03.
second is 0.03.
Yeah, that's what the parabolics are. And both of them, the shift is 0.2, as in the moment maximum 0.2 for both.
The
So
maximum.
yeah, this point is 0.2 for both. That's
Okay, that one is constant. It doesn't change.
Yeah, you can change it, but that's the default. So don't change it.
Okay.
It's 0.2. All right. So we are done with that. So the next thing you're going to add, this chart is going to look somehow very soon. We started very plain, but you can
Very
see
plain, yeah.
right now. So the next thing we're going to add is the Bollinger Band. It's still the same place.
What?
Bollinger Band, indicators, trend. Look at it, Bollinger Band. It's still the same place.
Okay.
The first one we
Bollinger
did
Band.
was moving average. We did
moving averages, parabolic SAR, and Bollinger Band.
So we're going to do 3 Bollinger Bands. So the first one will be 2.0. The period is 50, but the deviation will be 2. All right, or 2.0. Okay. Then click OK. That's all. These are the Bollinger Band. The Bollinger Band is like a rubber band that tries to pull, how would I put it now? Pull back candle, already moving candle. So look at this. This candle was going up, but this Bollinger Band, because it's like an elastic, it tries to pushes it back. So the farther away the candle is away from the Bollinger Band, the higher the momentum it will need to.
I thought the Bollinger Band is this one down here.
It's both. We have the upper and we have the lower.
Wow, okay.
Upper and lower. So this is 2.0, 2.0, 2.0, 2.0. So the farther away the candle is from the Bollinger Band, the more it tends to pull it back up. Do you get?
Okay. It almost looks like the same with the moving averages, the same line.
Yeah. So I'm going to add another Bollinger Band now. Trend Bollinger Band. This one now will be 2.5 instead of 2.
Okay.
So it will be farther away.
Okay. Another color too?
No, just the same color. Can you see 2.5 farther away? This is 2, this is 2.5, this is 2, this is 2.5.
Okay.
The next one I will hide is 3.0. Bollinger Band. Somebody is calling me.
Okay.
The next one is 3.0. Okay. All right. I hope you are getting this.
Yes.
Okay. I want to change something. Come in. Come in. Trying to select as volumes. Select. Okay. You remember that the 50-day moving average that we used initially, this line, we used an
that's the
aqua
very
color.
first line.
We use an aqua color, but because of the Bollinger Band has overpowered it. Because the Bollinger Band will be here, and then it will also have like a 50 moving average in between. So because of that, the color of the Bollinger Band, which is red, has overshadowed our 50 moving average, which we did initially, which was like aqua blue. You remember?
Okay, it was aqua blue, but why did the color change?
It's because of the moving average. Moving average automatically comes with a 50. Bollinger Band automatically comes with a 50 moving average.
Okay.
Let me repeat myself. Initially we did the first moving average we did was 50, right?
Yeah.
And this is the line of the 50. This is the line of the 50. This is the line of the 50, which was blue in color. Now, when we added Bollinger Band also automatically comes with a 50 moving averages. So for 2.0 right now, the first one we did, this is 2.0, first one. This is 2.0. It automatically comes with this also. So that is why the red color is covering the blue. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to my navigators and pick custom moving averages. I'm going to drag it to the screen. So this red, I'm going to change it back to that aqua blue. Don't worry. By the time you watch it over and over and over again, you will get it.
When I watch it again, I'll now redo it again on my own MetaTrader.
Exactly. You can do that today. I set everything up today.
Okay.
I'm looking for like an aqua. This is a medium blue. Maybe an aqua blue. Okay. Make it a bit thick too. What's this? This one. Did I change it to 50? Oh, no wonder, 50. Okay, so 50. Okay, all right. So you can see that it has covered back the red.
It has gone back to the blue.
Yes, exactly. So that's how it works. That's how it works. So the next thing I'm going to add is that I'm going to add some oscillators into this chart. All right, something like this. Yeah, something like this. Let me show you this part. This is how it will eventually look like at the end.
At the end. Okay.
This is how it will eventually look like. So the first thing we're going to add is the MACD. It's called the MACD. You can see this MACD. So the parameter is 12.26.9.
How do you open it?
I just double click it because this is MACD. I can see it. For instance, this is the Bollinger Band. This first one is 2.0 Bollinger Band. So if I click it, I will see the properties. So if I click here, I'm seeing the properties. All right. So we can see that this is 12.26.9. Then the color, dim gray and red. So I'm going to do that here. 12.26 red, dim gray and red. So let's add MACD. Insert, indicators. This time around, these oscillators. MACD.
Oscillators and MACD.
and red. Can you see that? Parameters 12, 26, 9 is already set. So this one, I'm going to use a lighter. It's not going to be thick line, but this one I'll make it a bit thicker. Then I click OK. Bam. That's it. So it also helps you to know when there is a change in momentum. So you can see that this red line that is moving, as it gets a bit separated from this histogram of MACD, you can see it's getting separated. It shows it and it's turning. It shows that there's a change in momentum. It's coming down. So if you look at it, this line, can you see that it's actually coming down? Coming down, yeah. So that's how it works.
Okay, which line? The purple line, Abby?
I'm talking about this red line coming down.
The red line, okay, yes.
Yeah, it shows a change in momentum. All right. So the next thing I'm going to add, just like this also, is the stochastics. This is stochastics. Don't worry about all these things. So it's just one.
But once you set them, they will be in place for every pair.
I will tell you how to save it. So once you do that, save it. You are not going to go through all this stress again. Just once and for all. Just get it once. So if you look at this, this is 2586. 2586. That's the level for our stochastics. Stochastics. In short, you can just call it stocks.
Okay, stocks.
But you can see it here. Stochastics. Yeah. Then dark orange and lime. That's the color I use. So let's set it. So, but this time around, you're not going to go pick stochastics. Yeah. You know why? Okay. If you pick stochastics, let's do it. Indicators, trend, oscillators, where's stochastics? Okay, this stochastics. If you pick it, this is not the stochastics I'm talking about. Let me see. Insert indicators, oscillators. Where's stocks now? Is this the same stocks?
Yeah, that's the same one.
Really? Let me check, just to be sure. Okay, it's the same one. No, stochastics. It's the same one. No?
Is it? Okay.
This is custom indicator stochastics. It's quite different. So, but what I do is this. Okay, this is what we are setting. What I do is this. I go to this navigator. You can see. Let me drag it higher. So you can see the navigator. So I look for stochastics here. These stochastics.
Yeah.
Do you get? So I drag it on top of this MACD because I want to overlay it. I don't want it to form another line. If I use this one, this is what will happen. Let me show you. Oscillators. Let me just assume that I'm done with it, and I click OK. Can you see? It's forming another line.
Another one.
Yes.
Okay, you want it on top of the.
Exactly. You want it to fall on top of the MACD.
MACD, yes.
Yes. I'm going to delete this. So instead of that, I'm going to pick it from here and drag.
The navigator and drag there.
Do you get? So yeah. I have the color already. Green, red, light sea green and red. I have the input is not correct. The input is not correct. Let me check the input for my stochastics again. 2586, I think. So 2586. Color is fine. 2586, correct. So that's all. I click OK. Let me check the color I've been using. 2586. Let me see the color. Dark orange and lime. That's the color I used. So I'm going to double click this. So I'm going to change this to dark orange and then lime.
That's
All of them still looks alike, but no problem. Lime. I'm going to make it thicker. The second one is okay. Yep. You can see that.
yeah.
All right. So the next one I'm going to add right now, I think finally, is the RSI. RSI. I'm going to drag it also. Yeah. The Doja is fine. So let me make it a bit thicker.
So you dragged it from the navigator?
Yes, I drag it on top.
On top.
My input RSI, the period, I'll change it to 10. A lot of people use 14 or 7, but for this one, it's 10.
Okay.
All right. So, okay. So you can see the RSI, the blue line.
RSI is the one in blue.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all, my sister. This is the money-making machine. So let me tell you. So if you want to save this, you can right-click, go to templates, click on Save Templates. Use any name you want to use. Let me use Oluwole class. And then save. That's all. So if I have XAUSD, you can see how it looks like now. I don't have to do the setup again. All I have to do is to right-click, go to templates, and click on Oluwole class. You can see code. Templates. Let me change it to something else. Let me change it to maybe gray. This is gray. I can also go through this. Look at this part. Templates. If I don't want to right-click, templates, then just move to Oluwole class.
Okay.
That's how we change template. So once you have it once and for all.
You have it already. It's just to change whatever templates you want, but it's already saved.
Yeah. So how does this work? I basically use the daily time frame. Remember I told you that anything that goes up will likely come down to touch the 50 aqua line. That's the 50 moving average, this middle. All right. So the farther away it is from the Bollinger Band, the likely the change in momentum. So you know that in Forex, you buy at where?
You buy when the price is low.
Yes. So you buy at the support. You
Okay,
sell
support.
at the resistance. So the lower part is the support. The other part is the resistance. So this is how it works. Let's back test this. Let's go back. Let's go back and test this. See how it works. Now let's assume that there is a trade here. It has gone up. It has touched this second Bollinger Band. So you know that there is every tendency for it to come back down. So when I tell you, remember I always say to you that I have some pairs on my watch list that I'm watching out for.
Okay.
Once you see these red lights, it's the PISA. But once you see these red lights, 412, once you see these red lights, it shows you that you should be watching out.
The red light, is it the parabolic star or
yes, that's why I call it that. That's why I said the strategy. Some people call it red light, green light strategy.
Okay.
Just like you driving. See, an SS3, I'm even saying SS3, a GSS2 person will get this strategy. A primary 6 person will get this strategy. It's a setup that might be difficult for that person, but get the strategy. Let's start from here. This is at the base right now. It has touched the Bollinger Band. We are expecting it to go up. It could still push up
Okay,
down.
so once it touches the Bollinger Band, it's definitely going to go up.
Exactly. But it could still push more, push more. It could push to the second one, it could push to the third one. But know that the farther away it is, the more the likelihood it has for it to push even faster.
Okay.
Do you get? But what you're waiting for is to first of all see the red light. But in this case, it was green light that showed first. Under. Can you see why I'm pointing to?
Can you zoom it a bit, please?
I don't want it to lose. I want us to be able to see the Bollinger Band very well. That's
okay.
Let me see. Okay, let's take it from here. So you can see that it has even touched the third one. So you're expecting it to come down, Abby.
Yeah.
Now, but you won't just sell at that point. You wait for, look at the first light that showed, red light.
Red.
Red light means that this is on my watch list.
Okay.
Start watching out. Once you see the green light, the next one, or red and green at the same time, sell.
Sell.
Is already up. So sell. You are selling to this 50 moving average. That's all you are doing. All you are doing in this strategy is watching out for red and green. Red and green, red and green, every day. Red and green.
And the red and green comes after it has touched the
Exactly. If it doesn't come, it means that it still has the potential of going further.
Okay.
So you have to wait for it to show. Once you see the red, you are watching out. Once you see the green, sell. Imagine you sold from this part where you saw the green. Let's say you sold from here to this blue line. Look at just the short one is 240 pips. But how many days did it take? About 6 days.
6 days.
Or 7 days, yourself.
Okay, that 7 is the days.
Yes. 7 to get 241 pips.
So that's the swing trade you're talking about.
Exactly. 7 days to get 241 pips. So if you see this thing yourself and somebody tells you that, oh yeah, buy, and it's up here, you're already seeing red, and somebody say buy, swing trade, you won't even bother buying because you know that what goes up will definitely comes down.
Come down. And you need to wait for the green light.
You have to wait. The waiting can take 2 days, but it doesn't matter because you know that once you eat it, you're going to eat it big time. Look at this one again. Look at this one. It has gone up. The first thing you saw was red, then green. Then you sell. Once you see your green shows you that it's time for you to go. Look at this. 246, 240 days. Look at, let's keep watching. All these ones. Look at this one too. But this one did not touch the Bollinger Band, though it gave a red and green. Even if you take this red and green, it will still touch. Can you see that it eventually touched the 50? But I won't want to go for this one because it didn't really touch the Bollinger Band. Now this one has touched. It's pulling out, it's pulling out, it's pulling out. But you can't take this one because you've not seen any lights to show you that you should take it.
What about the lights underneath?
The light, see, what you are looking for is a flip. We call it flip. You know, I sent it on the war room that I'm watching now that I'm waiting for a flip.
Okay, yeah.
It's still down. So you are waiting for the flip, for it to change direction, for these lights to change and move.
So it's better to get the light on top, not below.
Exactly, if you're going for a sell. So what is at the bottom right now because it's still going up. So you are waiting for a flip. You've seen a green. Normally you should see a red first, but you've seen a green. I will still wait to see both. Now this one I saw a green and red. Then I will sell. But this one took a very long time. Look at, if I sold from this green and red at those points, for it to get to 50, look at how many days. This is 33 days just to get This one is short. Just to get how many pips? This just 39 pips. 34 pips. This one is short, but it happens. Do you get? This one is very rare because it went back. Now, where will you put your stop loss? Your stop loss will be just above the green lights, just above. So your stop loss can be here. Look at, just above. Look at. So if
That's
I'm going to take this trade, my stop loss will be 1267.37 exactly. Exactly. Let's go further. Look at this. It's also a sell. The red came first, then green and red. I will take it from here. So let's assume we took it. Let's assume we took it. Probably at those points. And then we'll write it down to the blue line. This is 247 pips. Notice that it went up. It went against us this particular day. 135 pips against us. 128 pips against us. You saw that yourself. You can see this green line. It went against us for how many pips? 121 pips. But eventually he still dropped. And at the end of the day, we got it after 9 days. So swing traders take their time. Once they set, that's why I say set and forget. Once you are sure of your analysis, you set and forget. You can see it eventually gave 254 pips. The people doing this strategy, they are getting about 1,800 pips per week. Per week. It's not easy, I'm telling you. Look at this one. This now a buy. Look at, then you saw a flip in the lights. You saw green first, then you now saw green and red. But saw it at this point. So the next one for this one is to buy. So if you bought from those points, to this one, look at 346 pips. In how many days? This one is just 2 days.
2 days. That's a buy.
Yes, that's a buy. Because it has touched the lower Bollinger Band.
Which one touched the lower Bollinger Band?
Look at now. Look at this candle.
Last candle there.
Yes, it has touched. Once it's at the Bollinger Band level, all you are waiting for is to get the light. So it has touched. At those points, you didn't get any light. You didn't get any light for like 4 days. On the 4th day, you got the green light. Then thereafter, you got the red and green. Then you buy from there.
Take it up.
Once it touches, it has touched here. You won't do anything. You are just watching out until you get the red and green light. Now, this was where you got it. But you won't enter until you see the green. Now that you've seen the green, this was the candle that you saw the green. This one took a very long time. It took 25 days. It took 25 days to get
145.
No, this is not 145. This is
36.
Coming. To get about 21 pips.
21.
To get about 21 pips. Can you see? So this one took some time, and then it didn't yield too many pips. But notice the pullback. Notice pullback.
Yeah.
339 pips. So if you are the kind of person that you are over leveraging using this strategy, if you are using 0.01, that's minus 32 already, minus 34, minus 31. Do you get? But you will eventually know that it's coming to your side. So people that really do not have time, they want to focus on some other things. They are into some other things. They use this strategy a lot. They just set it and forget, and just come and check and see profits. Look at this. It has touched the Bollinger Band. You are waiting for the lights. You've seen the red. You are not going.
Red.
You've seen the red. You've seen the green. Then you go. So let's assume that you saw it at this
Point
point.
from here.
At this point, yeah, at this point, then you go for it. It's about 160, 147 pips in one day. This one took a day. So some will take 20, some will take 15, some will take 7, some will take 6, some will take 2. But you can imagine if you have about 5 of them or 6 of them running at the same time. You can imagine the profit that you will be. Probably one is on 50 pips profit is still running, one is in 30, one is in 100, one is in, you can imagine. So this one has come down again.
But you don't get to see the number of pips it's going to get until it has finished, right?
No, you will. I have something that shows me that. I have an indicator that I use. I don't think it's a general indicator, but I think I can still send it. It's called Pipsometer or something. I downloaded it. I think somebody gave me. So look at this. It slightly touched the Bollinger Band here. You saw the red and green here too, but you won't take this one because it has already touched the 50 moving average. Look at this point, it has touched the 50 moving average, so there's no point. So you are looking for something that is still far away from the 50 moving average. It has touched the Bollinger Band here. So this is the point where you say, oh, good, it will eventually go up. It will eventually go up.
It took time for the green light to show.
Yes, but you can't go for it because it can still push further down. The green light shows that it has broken a particular level of barrier. That's what the green light shows. All right, that is ready to now move. So you
How
saw.
do you set your take profit?
I've told you now. See.
No, you told me the stop loss.
See, I've told you that the 50 MA is your take profit. So I'm going to show you now. This is where you're going to take off, right?
Yeah.
Green and red. Yeah. This is the candle that is there. So let me put a line. This line, this green line is your entry. That's where you enter the trade.
Mm-hmm.
This line, the moving average. Remember that you won't have seen all these candles. Only this one that you will see. So this moving average line, this moving average, is your take profits. This blue, this aqua line. I told you that anything that comes down, at least it will touch the aqua line. If it goes up, at least it will touch the aqua line. So
but how would you have known which point since the candles are not showing yet?
But the aqua line will always show.
Okay.
So you just place it at the aqua line. Then your stop loss will be just below the green light. You will discover that it won't touch the stop loss.
Okay.
So how many pips will this one give now? From year to year, how many? 379. In how many days? Let me be sure of the number of days. We are taking it from here. Yeah, taking it from here. So it got to the final destination in 10 days. 383 pips. In 10 days. 383. So the question is that, is it worth waiting for to get 383 in 10 days? This will skyrocket your account within 1 year if you are consistent with it. To skyrocket your account, but it's not meant for the impatient ones. Once you are in the trade and you are still seeing this green line, it's still showing under, it's still showing under, it's still showing under, it's still showing under, is a sign that don't leave the trade. This green line that shows that is still going, but you can see that it flipped here. The green line flipped here. It's moved from under to above. So that was a flip. That shows that another change in momentum. So from this 50, I can actually sell again. So you can be buying and selling, once you see a signal to. So from this 50, then I won't sell until I see red and green. I can see red and green here. Then I will sell again.
Sell down.
You can see it has touched the Bollinger Band here, but I'm waiting for a flip. It's still the green and red are still up. I'm waiting for a flip. So I'm waiting. Then I saw a green. I won't go until I see a red and green. Then I will go. Once I see that, I go. Then I take it here to this place. In 9 days, 540 pips.
Wow.
In 9 days. So you can see that this blue line, blue moving average is my take profit. And my stop loss is just below the green.
Below. Mm-hmm.
Can you see?
Yes.
So it has touched. So what else am I waiting for? For it to get to the Bollinger Band again. It has gotten to the Bollinger Band up here. Up here. The farther it is, the better. So I can see it green. Then I saw a red and green. What am I going to do? To sell again. So from this level, this is where I can see the red and green. From this level to the moving average, 218 pips in 6 days. 1 week, 1 day. So now that I call Euro AUD buy, look at it. Can you see why I call Euro AUD buy? So without me telling you, can you see? I saw a green here.
Green.
Look, where's my take profits? Look at the line.
Up
Look
there.
at the take profit line.
That line. Okay, that's where you see the line.
That was the same trade I called. I'm not doing any magic. I'm not doing any magic. Same trade. Okay, I called NZD but it wasn't actually ready because I've not seen the green line. But we have some school of thought that peaks on H4, 4 hour. Once they see green line on 4 hour, it appeared on 4 hour. For those people that picked it when they saw it on 4 hour, they would have been in good profit. But it's always better to wait for the green lights. But I didn't wait for the green lights. I just took it on red. All right. Though because I've done some other technical analysis, I believe it will drop. But look at my take profit, just at the 50 moving average. Nobody will tell me these things. It's just a matter of studying it yourself. Look at Euro NZD. It's on my watch list already. I've seen red 3. What am I waiting for? To see the green. Once I see green, what am I going to do? Buy yourself. Buy to this point. It's going to be massive. I'm really waiting for this. This is 567 or 570 something pips. This will be massive.
Wow.
I'm really waiting to see. Once I see the green, but back on like this, I'm buying.
Share with you.
I'm buying straight. Look at same thing happened here. The red showed, then the green appeared here. And if you took it from here to this one is just 231 pips in 6 days. Remember, I said it in the group that Euro NZD is in my watch list. All NZD pairs, Euro AUD, we're already there because we've already seen this green. So I'm seeing a pullback. But I'm not worried because I'm doing a long-term trade. This is where this is the pips something that I told you about. This is 26 pips in my favor, 27 pips in my favor right now. Because I have 2 positions, 1, 2. So the 2 combined together is the 27 pips. So do you get? Look at GBP AUD. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a flip because it has touched the Bollinger Band. The red has not even appeared. The green has not appeared. So I'm still waiting. Though it looks as if it's going back up. But what if it pushes down further? It shows that the fact that it's going back up, it shows that it has not broken a particular level of support. That's why there's no flip yet. Once there is a flip, I'll go for it. I will take it to this moving average. NZD-JPY. Let me check the daily. Look at green light. Can you see the green light I showed? The red showed first, the green light showed first. What did I do? I sold. Look at my TP. Look at this return. Look at this pullback.
Yeah, Gaza is on minus 81.
This one is minus 81. It's not like all the one trade is minus 81 because I have 2 positions. So if you combine that, it's minus 81 already. But I'm not worried because according to my analysis, if you're doing a proper analysis, you won't be worried, you won't be rushing out of a trade. Even if I lose it, I know that I have done my part and I did it well. Because there's no trade that is 100% accurate. This one is about 95% accurate. It's about 95. I'm telling you, it's one of the highest, one of the strategy that has the highest accuracy. Do you get? And look at my stop
So
loss.
even regardless of this minus, there's still a tendency to still come and join this
it is coming back to this 50 moving average.
Yeah.
Just going down. So this one can take 15 days, 11 days, 12 days. I don't know how many days it will take.
You can't calculate the days though.
You don't know now. You are not the market. But you know that this is the destination. Anything that comes will touch the 50. If it goes up, it come and touch the 50. Look at it. It came to touch the 50. Look at it. Came to touch the 50. This one, imagine if you go for it a whole day. Look at this bearish candle. A whole day it was coming down. A whole day it was coming down. The next day it picked up. Next day, because this is a daily candle, so each candle represents a day. Next day it picked up. Next day again picked up. A whole day it was all bearish. Next day it picked up. So even if throughout today it's still bullish, I don't care.
Doesn't mean tomorrow it will not come down.
It will still come. It will still come down. Look at my stop loss, just above the green line.
Green light.
Do you get?
Yes.
So that's basically how I do it. Let me say UDCHF. I'm on that trade too. Look at green lights. I'm on a sell. Look at my take profit.
Okay.
I'm presently on minus 28, but I don't care because I know that it will get there. And of course, I'm using 0.01. It's not killing. It's not killing. Let me tell you how you will know.
What will now blow your account is when you leverage really high.
When you leverage too high, some people will open how many. Now I give that trade now in the group. Some people will say, now Mr. Wole trade, sure. Then they will now go and
over leverage.
They will now go and over leverage. Imagine, okay, I gave you trades. Let's assume that there were particular days where in like 4 or 5 days we didn't lose any trade. So first day I gave you won. Second day I gave you won. Third day I gave you won. For like 2 weeks you won. Then I now give you this particular one that is like minus 29 already. And you now over leverage to pump it. You open like multiple positions. By now, with this pullback, just minus 29, you'll be panicking because your account will be suffering. Imagine you in large loss size and you open multiple positions. Only minus 15 self. Minus 15 loss size, you will panic. Do you get? So that's basically how it works. Look at Euro NZD. This Euro NZD is what this one is sweating me already.
Like, but the green light has not shown yet. Really small.
Now it's sweating me already because this is like over 500 pips. Over 500 pips. If the green light shows, the green light should show today, tomorrow. If the momentum keeps, but some people enter on H4. In H4, you can see that the green light has shown on 4-hour candle.
But that's 4 hours.
But I don't want to, because the 4 hours also works like the green. I mean, like the 1 hour. I mean, like the daily. It has already touched the blue, the middle. So it can come down, it can go up.
Okay.
But if you can't go wrong on daily. You can't go wrong on daily. Some people do it on 4 hours. Now, the web analyzer that we are now using shows you these things without stressing yourself. Let me see if my web analyzer is actually open. Yes, web analyzer. I have so many things open here. Okay, now This is web analyzer. If you look at the power, these power trades are actually for this strategy. You can see bounce back. Okay, can you see my web
I can see it.
Okay, let me show you. Okay. So you can see it now, Abi?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the web analyzer page. You can see I can select bounce back from web analyzer page. So I won't have to do any analysis. You can see everything has been set already. So if you are using the
It has changed.
I'm coming. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. So if you look at, there are so many strategies on the web analyzer. If you click on the strategy,
Sharif he has his own too.
yes, the only Nigerian guy. So you can see so many strategies if you pick this my sister. Okay, look at the Granvy strategy. This is Sheriff strategy.
Okay.
This is Lialen. This Bill Granvy. Where's Bill Granvy? The guy we attended his class just now. This is Granvy.
Granvy up there.
So if I click on Granvy, for instance, and I say save setting and reload. So the whole essence of using the web analyzer is that it just helps you to not to stress yourself in all of those things. You can move from one strategy to another easily.
Without having to set again.
Yes, exactly. Everything has been done there automatically for you. So it's loading now. Yeah. This is Granvy strategy. This is how it looks like. So if I select bounce back now, Eric Garrison bounce back. This is Sheriff. This Eric Garrison bounce back that we just worked on. Save setting and reload. Now, this bounce back strategy is so powerful that it has been adopted. You can see the bounce back, you can see the PSA. Now, it calls trade for you automatically when there is a trade without you having to be looking at your system. So look at, this is bounce back. Bounce back, buy USD card, time frame 15 minutes. The bounce back, you saw that. This is USD card, 1 hour. This is Euro AUD, 15 minutes. This is Euro AUD, 4 hours. This is NZDJPY. You remember I called NZDJPY?
Yes.
Sell. Look at this.
Sell.
If I click on it, it will show me the NZDJPY on daily. So you will see why. Can you see?
Yeah.
Though I've not seen a flip, probably this one has been scientifically done in such a way that you don't need to do any setting. It will automatically sit and then calls it for you. You get it. It has been linked to Telegram. So once there is a new alert, it shows on your Telegram.
You added me on Telegram.
And then you can now come and check here the web analyzer Telegram page. And you can now come and check here. So that's the whole essence of the power trade. Then we also have another type, apart from the power trade on the web analyzer, that is called, this is the trade ideas by, look at this one, it's still coming down.
Okay.
Load Jerry. Trade idea. You can see Bill Granvy that taught us today. This one was on Tuesday. That was yesterday, Abby.
Yes.
He said, I am thinking about a sell on Euro USD. So the web analyzer, they've created the platform for the instructors to be able to also give out their trade signals.
Okay.
You get? So you can always see. So Bill said, I'm thinking about a sell on Euro USD about this on this potential profits. Can you see that he gave TP1, TP2, and TP3?
Yeah. TP3.
That's for Bill Granville. So they also do that. Let me check Euro USD yesterday. He said he was thinking about a sell around 1.145. Let me see. Probably it eventually
Eventually worked. 1.425. 425.
1.1425. That means people actually made money. Look at it, eventually it dropped.
Okay, these candles, those 3 candles are before
Wait,
candles
let me
that they
check.
drop.
What time frame? 4 hours. Let me go to 4 hours. Go to 4 hours. 1.1425. Yeah, yeah. Look at around this side, and they said the TP is 1.1375. 1.1375. And that means you will have hit TP. Look at from year to year. That was a sell. That was what he gave. He also said I'm thinking about a sell on around no pair here. Okay, probably that was what eventually gave a year.
Go up there.
So the web analyzer also helps to see what the traders are thinking about. Even Clint now, Clint that his lecture is going on right now, is also going to be
Yeah.
included.
In the MIL.
Yes, to start
Okay.
giving trade ideas.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the whole purpose of the web analyzer, and also the web analyzer gives out normal trades, like normal trade that you have to check out yourself to see if they are okay, or trade that you want to pick. These are
Yeah, because I think Bill said something like that. Even when they give trades on that stuff, that you still need
it
to
gets
go
like a
back
bell
and
sound.
analyze.
You get like a bell. This is the latest one, 2 minutes ago, Euro GBP. When I came into iMarket Live, it was web analyzer I was really using then. There wasn't anything like power trade or anything. It was just only this. So you just click on the pair, then they will tell you some of the rules you have to follow to know if you are going to take it or not, based on the strategy you are following. So if you are following Sheriff, you know how to pick a trade if it aligns with Sheriff strategy and co. So that's basically how it works. I'm trying to see. I don't need this now. Okay. Oh, okay. So I think this is the chart. Yeah, so it will load. Euro GBP. What did he say? Say buy. So it could actually be a buy. It has gotten to this lower end. So if you took a buy, 5 minutes, took a buy, probably. It depends on the strategy you want to follow. You have to learn. If you want to learn Sheriff strategy, for instance, you will learn how Sheriff confirms if this is a good buy or not, if all these alerts are good or not. Once you can make that confirmation yourself, once you see all this one, about 70% trade alert comes here every day. So you can just be picking five
Your
picks.
screen has gone on.
My screen has gone.
Yes.
It's my system. It's ruling. It's writing, not responding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, it's back now.
Yeah. So basically, that's how it works. Yeah. The thing is going on and off because it's refreshing. It always refreshes real time. You can see now it's saying 4 minutes ago. The last time we checked, it was 2 minutes ago. It's always refreshing. So, Laura Consha. That's how it works. So I'm waiting for Euro NZD.
Yes, the one for the last green.
Yeah, to show. Once it shows, I'm going to. What's happening to. I'm coming. This one that is giving me 6 minus 6.20. That's NZDJPY. Let me check. NZDJPY. Okay, the thing is just pulling back. Pulling. Go, look at where I entered. And just 15 minutes, I entered here and it started pulling back. Oh, you can imagine. So I'm on a pullback from this first entry. I'm on a pullback of like 68, 66 pips pullback. You can imagine what 66 pips pullback will do to somebody that's
to an $100 account.
My own was 50. I just added 20 this morning. So if you are using 0.01, it's not going to shake you. On $100 account, this is just minus 8.2 on $100. So let me tell you how to know whether when you're about to blow your account.
Okay.
This is your margin level.
Margin level.
Yeah, you will see it on your phone too. You will see balance, equity, margin.
Margin level is in percentage.
Yes, percentage. On no occasion should it be less than 800%. The best is 1,000.
Okay.
The best is 1,000. Worst is 800. Once you are 1,000 or 800, the margin level shows you the amount of risk your account is exposed to. So once you are on 800 and you are getting less than 800, it's better you start closing out on some trades. This margin level will prevent you from losing your account, from blowing your account. So if you see a margin level of 600, 500, sometimes I do that or I over leverage. Scalpers don't mind because scalpers, they just go, because they are just in the market for like 5 or 10 or 15 minutes. They go a lot for it. They put a very big lot size so that they can quickly take what they want to take and go out from the market. They do that. It's fine. But especially if you want to trade, if you want to do a long-term trade, don't expose. You can see my own. It's still 995.
995.
I'm sure it's reduced to 995. It was over 1,000 before because it's getting.
So it shouldn't be lower than 800.
It shouldn't. If it's lower than 800, just jejely delete or close a particular trade, maybe a winning one or a lose one, a lost one or something. Just close it. You can see that on M15. On M15, what can you see? 15 minutes. You can see green. It has flipped. Can you see that? So if you're the kind of person that trade 15 minutes is a shorter one. You can use it on all the time frame. You are waiting for the red to do what? To sell.
Sell them, yeah.
This is a 15 minutes candle. So an NZDJPY, remember we are on a sell. So this 15 minutes is showing us that we are still good. Good. So it's going to, and it's touching the Bollinger Band already. So no problem. So this one right now will show you the reason why I enter trades. I entered this one because I've seen the green. It was only one that I didn't enter, that I entered early. I'm waiting for GBAUD. I'm waiting for the green also. I'm waiting for a flip. The green is still up. The red is still up. So I'm waiting for a flip. Euro AUD, we are already there. As of the USD. As of the US. Okay, this was the only one I said I rushed. I didn't wait for the green. Yeah, I rushed this. Oh, it's fine. I rushed because I looked at it on H4. I saw the green, and I thought I should. Yeah, but I think it's always better to see the green on daily if you want to do a long-term trade. This one will give you won't have hypertension while trading. You just set the trade and go and relax. Go and do some other. I've discovered something about traders' life, especially people that are just starting. One is always engrossed with trading. You are just looking at it. You don't have another life. No life for family, no life for anything. That's That's been the challenge. You're just looking at chat every time. This thing is ready. What can I do? But if you know all these things, you have rest of mind. You can live
Mm-hmm.
even if you're negative. All you have to do is just be watching this green. As long as this green is still down, it has not flipped to the other side.
Mm.
You are still on the trade. You are still there. You are still there. Just leave it and go and relax. Yeah? So this
Okay.
one doesn't take you more than 10 or 20 minutes per day to just check all the pairs. Okay, which one am I watching? You just write, you check all the pairs.
And can you focus on the major pairs that you want? You don't have to do all the pairs,
Yes, now
right?
look at all pairs. So what I can do is that I can move. This is UAUD. With values on USD. I can just do this USD CHF. I check. Okay, this one is already coming down. This one is too late for us. You can see what happened.
Yeah.
It's coming down to this 50 based on this
Can
green.
you please check CAD JPY? Let me see
It's
what
CAD
happens first.
JPY. CAD JPY is still coming down.
Coming down.
At JPY,
Yeah.
well, it has touched the lower Bollinger Band, so it's likely to start going up. You can see it yourself, but
Okay.
I've
But
not
there's
seen,
no line.
yes, I've not seen a flip to give me um, any signal to buy. So for now, I'm going to leave CAD JPY until I see a flip. But let me see H4. Let me see H4. On H4, I've already seen green on H4. So waiting for the red, then I can buy. That's on H4. But if you are
I thought you wait for the green and then buy.
see, if the green appears first,
First.
you have to wait for the red to join
Red.
it.
Okay.
You are waiting for both actually.
Okay.
You are waiting for both actually. So I'm waiting for the flip on red, then I go for it. Then that's for 4 hours. So, but for daily it's not ready. The daily will give you more pips. If it gets ready around this level, less around this level, and you take it, you are looking at 113 pips. For H4, if I get the red and it comes in around here, I'm looking at 64 pips. So you can see. So daily gives more pips than the 4 hour. But according to the daily, it's going up. I didn't even explain the MACD level for you. The RSI part, this blue RSI, let me go back to daily. This blue RSI, once it crosses this 70 line, it shows that it has gotten to a peak and is likely to start coming down.
Okay.
Do you get?
When it crosses 70.
Yes, you can see the 70 line. This here it crossed the 70. And what happened after crossing the 70?
Coming
It started dropping. So once you see this RSI aligned with this, can you see? It shows you that you are right. Then, and of course, this MACD, when you see across the green and orange, coupled with this red. See, look at this red, for instance, this red line, cross both the green and orange at this point. And you can see that that's the same point where you saw your green. Yeah, green light. You can see. So it just gives you extra confirmation to go in. Do you get? But for this KJPY now, I'm not seeing the confirmation here to go in as per the daily. But for H4, I can see that it's crossing already. So it's giving me confirmation already. The RSI was down and it's going up. So for H4, it's almost ready. But for daily, not ready.
So you need to pick which one you want to go for, if it's H4 or the daily.
But what I've discovered is that you hardly go wrong with daily. You hardly go wrong with daily. Daily is more accurate. But H4 works, H1 works, M15 works, whatever you want to. If you want to do short term, you can go for M15. People even do M5, but it's still the same principle. If you look at it very well, if you touch the Bollinger Band, you saw your green line. But for the M15, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait until it touches here. Just be doing your 10 pips or 5 pips. Look at it, gave you a green and red line. You sell down for like 5 pips. Just be doing 5 pips or 10 pips, 5 pips or 10 pips for the M15. You get, don't wait for it to get. Look at this one. I got here, then reversed. It even touched here. It now touched it at this point. So you could have, the M15 strategy is just wait for flip. So you've seen your green and red. Start taking it until you see another flip, green and red.
Close it and take it down
Then you
again.
close it. You can start taking a sell, a sell, a sell. You see another green and flip, take a buy. It flips again, take a sell. It flips again, take a buy, be going. It flips again, take a sell. That's how M15 works. So you can literally take about you can take 200 pips in 2 days using the M15
That would just
strategy.
require you being on your phone consistently. That's a scalp.
Scalp requires you to be on your phone now. You are watching. Let's assume the market was here. You saw the green and red. What are you going to do? You keep buying until it flips again. Once you see the green, you get out of the market. You wait for the red to appear, then you start selling again. You start selling. Once you see a flip like this, hold on. Go out of the market again. Do you guess? So you just be buying and selling based on the parabolic SAR. So you can actually be on a pair. Let's look at GBP. If you are on GBP USD, for instance, you can be on this pair and just stay there. Just stay there. You saw green and red. Keep buying until it flips. Once it flips, you can see another green and red. You start selling, start selling, start selling. It flips, it flipped here again. Then you can buy. Flipped here, you can start selling. Look at this huge sell. You won't go out of the market until you see a flip. You won't go out. That's a confirmation. Seeing a flip is a confirmation to go out of the market.
Okay.
So
flip is confirmation to leave the market.
Yes, that's on 15 minutes. So if you want to be doing the 15 minutes on, okay. So you can see that it's up here, You are still in the market. You'll have caught a lot of PPS. Look at how it dropped. Wow.
Down.
This is 235 pips.
235 in 9 days.
In 9 days.
10 actually. Okay, 9.
Is this up to 9 days? No. It can't be 9 days. This is 15 minutes. 9 candles. Sorry.
Okay, 9 candles.
9 candles. But for the daily, it's 9 days because it's a daily candle. So 9 candles. So that's 15 times 9. How many hours is that? Less than 2 hours. You've got 235 pips. So you won't be afraid to say, I've made enough profit, let me close. In this kind of challenge, you won't be afraid because the green line is still following you.
You're following the green line. Yeah. Only if it flips.
Once it flips, it's flipped here. Then you go out again. You've seen the red, you buy again. It flipped here, you get out of the market. Once you see the red, you sell again. Flip there. So you just be going on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. So you can make so much. Once you see something like this, it's a consolidation. Don't enter. Don't even trade all these ones that looks like water.
Yeah, okay. Which one? These ones that are just
these ones can be confusing.
Okay.
Probably this one is not during London and New York session because it's GU, probably in the midnight or something. So once it gets back again, look at, keep selling. Once it flips, you change again. Just be doing it like that. That's for 15 minutes. So if I say I want to be doing 10 pips per day or 20 pips per day based on this on the Excel sheet I taught you guys, you don't need me. Honestly, I'm only giving out trades. I'm not really supposed to be giving out. I'm just giving out trades to encourage people. Really, if you learn some basic things, you don't need me. So if you want to be doing 20 pips,
you pick trades on your own.
Yeah, if you want to be doing 20 pips per day, can't you see 50 pips here? We see
more than 50 pips.
Yes, now. So you will do day 1, day 2, day 3.
Per day, you should still be able to take 20.
You will do day 4, just on one pair. Remember, we are not even looking at different pairs. It's just GU. GU and EU are very good because of their volatility.
GU and EU.
Yes, especially after 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. in the morning.
AM.
Yes, 9 to around 2. you will see very good setups because 9 a.m. that's the beginning of London session. Do you get? So that's when you will
Yeah.
see high volatility. All these ones, I'm sure they are. Let me even check the time here. I don't know these ones will happen. This 8 p.m. 8 p.m. till around 10 in the morning. And you see, and then you now begin to see movements. So once you see green, you wait, see your green and red, sell,
Yeah.
sell. Once you see a flip, I'm,
Flip.
I'm, I'm not saying a flip of green, no, even red flip like
Flip
this,
of red.
just go out because red flip is like a sign, like it's better you go out. But if you look at it, if you follow the green, you will see that it's still going down. It's still going down. It's still going down. But it's always better that you just leave at this point where you saw the red. Once you leave and you see the red and green again appeared again, you can now continue. Can you see? You've left here because you saw the red, but later on, this red now appeared, flipped again. You now continue your trade again. You keep going down. You keep going down. Once you see the flip again, you leave. So you imagine if this particular day, this is 10 a.m., and you are doing this, you saw this green and red, you took it from this level to this level where you saw the flip, this level where you saw the flip. This alone is 21 pips. Day one done. Day one completed in that strategy. Day one completed. Then this thing went back and you saw another flip. Red appeared here again. You took another sell from this particular position and you are going. You've not seen flip, you are going until this point where you saw flip. 39 pips just in one day. 12 candles. Then you stop there again. Probably you could have bought because you saw both red and green. So let's assume you bought at this level. But this one, it was a very short one, just 9 pips.
9 pips.
Or 9 pips there.
In 1 day.
Yes, before it flipped again. It flipped again, red and green. You sell again at those points. It's still showing, it has not flipped. This is another 38 pips. It's another 38 pips. As a matter of fact, I think I will do this. Let me even start the 15 minutes. So
that's the Euro USD.
Yes, now. Look at if this Euro USD, look at green and red. We could have actually bought this. It has not flipped. So even though you saw a pullback, you saw a pullback like this, it won't go out until you see the flip. So you entered at those points. Let's at those points, and then you were on 32 pips. Then it pulled back and you're on just 8 pips. Then it's going up again, 19 pips. I will stay until I see the flip. My stop loss will just be below the green. This is just 15 pips stop loss. It won't hurt anything. 15 pips stop loss. So right now, if you are taking this trade, we're already on 19 or almost 20 pips. Look at 20.
So if we're to take this now?
No, not take it now.
Okay. So we have to wait for it to flip.
Wait for another flip. Always wait for a fresh flip.
Okay.
So this one is going. So wait for another flip to the downside. It's better because you don't know how long this one will take before the flip will happen. So you can always check for, this is GU. Look at GU. Red just appeared here. So once you see green, what will you do? Sell. You just keep selling until you see flip again. So red has appeared.
But you have to wait for the green light.
That's what I'm saying. Red has appeared. So you are waiting for the green. So once you see green, you sell, you keep selling until you see another flip.
Okay.
So with this, you can catch 100 pips in a day. If only you can just stay with one pair.
Please turn on the gen.
Your battery is almost dead, Abby.
Yeah, that's why I told him turn on the gen.
Nigeria.
Yeah. As in, all you just need is light and internet.
Yeah.
And you're good.
So that's how it works.
Okay.
I'm on some serious negatives, but it's fine.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, now it's fine. As long as on my daily, you can see the green is still there. It shows that the momentum will come down. So I will still leave it there. Maybe in the next few days, I'll come and show you the results. So that's why. So if I used a very big lot size now, you can imagine what it would be. If I use 0.1, this one will be $75 in negative, $56 in negative, $40 in negative, $24 in negative, $25 in negative. Then I will now be in $280 in negative.
$280. So
But
what's your balance now? Can you see balance from
from
here?
80, equity is 52.
Okay.
Equity is 52. So this 0.52 is the positive trade. So once this my margin level is dropping below 800, I will just close a winning trade.
A winning one, okay.
Yeah, I will close a winning one to probably re-enter later, because it won't be nice for it to be below. It shows that my account
But
is.
you said you've been on 500 before. You said you've been on margin 500 before.
Yes, now I have.
Okay. But you were sure you were going to bounce back.
Those ones are high risk trades now.
Okay.
I do high risk too now if I'm scalping. If I'm scalping, I do high risk. But I actually wanted to see this so that at the end of everything, you will now see what all this trade would have become. You get? That's the whole idea. So let's watch and see what will happen between now and next week. Then you can also stack trades. Probably if the trade is already running positive, you can add to it. You can add to it so that you now have 2-3 trades running together in the same direction. You get, but there's a principle of adding to trades. You add on pullback, so you can get that on H1. So look at this. Look at this. It was coming down, but there was a pullback to this level.
Okay.
So at this level, you can now add. You can't just add a trade like that. So on 1 hour, you can wait for a small flip. So on 1 hour, this is already getting to the Bollinger Band.
Yeah.
So there's every tendency for it to come down. So we are still good. So let's see. Wait for the goodness of God. So that's what I do.
Yeah.
The margin level is increasing again. So we are fine. So with this, if you are looking at your margin level every time, you won't blow your account.
Yeah.
You won't blow your account.
Okay.
All right.
What is the free margin? The free margin, what's that for?
That's what's that free margin, Seth? Not it that way. I will go.
Is it also relevant?
Yes, it is actually. It is. It shows you, whenever there's a margin call, there is what is called margin call. So it is possible that you are in a trade, and then your broker will close that trade for you automatically because your free margin is very, very low.
Okay.
So you just discover that you are in a trade, and then you say that I didn't close this trade now. This trade has been closed. It's because your free margin is low. Your broker doesn't want to lose also.
Okay.
Yes.
And is it possible to build an account from like $10 up?
It is possible. For you to do that, don't open more than one position at a time.
Okay.
No, so imagine you start and then you have to get a perfect entry. You can't do a swing trade with $10.
You can't do a swing trade.
Yes. Imagine you are doing a swing trade and you open this NZDJPY. Look at what you are, -7.
-7. I'll see your Google.
Even with your 0.01. So you can't do a swing trade. You have to get a perfect entry. So I think M15 will be better for that. M15 better for that. Okay. I think we are done, right?
Yes, yes. This has been enlightening and insightful, and it's been interesting so far.
All right. That's how it is. So there is a bounce back strategy group that you will need to join on
Exactly.
on
Okay.
Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
Yes,
Eh, you can just paste the link.
let me uh, come in. You can. I'm sure you can't see my screen again.
No, at all.
Let me open it up. This is the Eastman guy.
That's the what's it
Yeah,
called? Client here.
Clint Eastman.
Okay.
So bounce back. If you will need to be approved before you join the group. This strategy is what Jason Brown uses. We already have about over 3,000 people there. So this is the group. This is the group.
Okay.
You can see Euro AUD treated me good. So I, I think a lot of us are still there. Look at who else to trade. Personally, I love it. Took AUD JPY 10 pips. This one is the power trade though. The power trade that appears on. This is the owner of the strategy. I hope everyone just got the daily trade signal of the web analyzer. That's the SZD JPY.
Okay.
You get. Then if you have any question, I also post here. If I have questions, something that is not clear, I post here.
Okay.
You get.
Okay.
So let me see.
But I have to be added. I'll just type bounce back strategy.
Then you just join the group. There's somebody will approve you. You can see this one won't be long before CAD JPY goes into bullish on H4 and D1 time frame. So this one is alerting people. All you have to do is just to check CAD. We checked CAD JPY
Yeah.
just now, but we've not seen the flip.
Yeah.
So people alert us here too. Look at it.
Okay.
Finally got the flip on Euro NZD. I said I'm waiting for Euro NZD flip.
Yes, yes.
But this person, I don't think he's using MT4. I don't know. Because he got it, and a lot of people said, I said, me too, I'm looking forward to see it. A good 500 pips.
But this 14 hours ago, Abby.
Yes, I don't know his own broker. Different brokers now. He has gotten a flip. But if you see the comments, most brokers give you within a pip or two the same price. Still watching this pair, like some others. I still don't have the flip yet. Like me, we checked it too. I've not seen the flip. And I said that I'm actually looking forward to that Euro NZD. It's going to make sense, 500 pips. You get. So people ask questions here, and then you can see what you're looking for. I think this person was waiting for the pop to happen on Euro NZD. As in everybody is waiting. This is Eric Garrison,
Yeah.
the owner of the strategy.
Okay.
And the lot size this man trades, 500 lots.
The lot sizes
He used.
Wow, use 500 lots?
Yes, so 500, 400, 300, big lot size. That's what he uses. One peep is $5,000. One peep is $5,000.
5,000.
So you can imagine if he's going for 200 pips, 300 pips.
That one has blown the bank here.
Now, these guys are blowing, are making crazy money. You can see that this is a daily time frame, D1.
D1, yeah.
The strategy is simple. He's waiting for the flip, and then he goes for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can zoom in. Look at. So once the flip happens, cool. We are all there, including including yes now,
including
but
you and me.
yes now.
So what would you consider the best
Anyone getting
strategy?
on AUD card looks like it's a good resistance and flipped on D. Has it flipped AUD card? I don't think so. AUD card, AUD card. Let me quickly check AUD card. Different brokers here. It has not flipped here. For a sell, it has not flipped. I'll be watching that too. AUD card has not flipped. Different brokers have their different times they flip there. So
So I was asking, what would you consider the best strategy that
if
works for you?
this one really works for me, it depends on the kind of personality you have. That will determine your best strategy.
Okay.
There are some people, their personality is not for it's not for waiting too long. They
Not
can't,
for
they
me.
can't, they can't manage it. Do you get?
Mm.
Like Samson now, we have a Samson in the team. Samson is a scalper, a big time scalper. He just
Samson, okay.
one Samson like that. He makes about $1,000 per day. He just scalps.
$1,000.
Yes, now he will use one standard lot, enter about 7 times, pick 10,
Wow.
pick 10 pips each, and then leaves the market.
Mm.
Uh,
Wow.
So you can say, guys, if you guys are using the web analyzer, you really don't need to analyze the trade. Let the analyzer does that for you. The purpose of the web analyzer is to give you freedom without watching the chart all the time. Believe me, when the web analyzer comes out with a trade on the higher time frame, it's a solid trade. We have so much coded in the web analyzer that you won't ever see what it is like on a standard MT4 chart. Trust the analyzer to do the heavy lifting. So if you see that the web analyzer called a power trade, especially on higher time frame, daily for instance, I trust the daily on 4 hours on web analyzer. Just take it, because all these things that we analyzed, everything has been coded into the web analyzer, that you won't
Yeah.
see it. You won't see it physically. Everything is just inbuilt. So that's the trade. Eric Garrison up 225 pips off this week watch list. How
Yeah.
did everyone else do last night?
Mm.
This one said 244. Still trying to figure this thing out. This is not. I got started last Tuesday. 11 out of 13. I'm already 940 pips. So people are catching big pips here. This one is not this 10, 15
10 pips. This is
that we are
for
talking about. This one is big.
large pips.
You can go on YouTube and see testimonials. When you see testimonials, you will see how people. I'm still waiting to get in. Mine still are showing red, no green, except on Euro AUD, which I had to pull out this morning. I still need help with entries. Euro AUD, we are already there. Wow, looks
Mm.
like I'm the only one in the bottom still learning. Congrats to all. Look at this person. I'm over for 400 pips so far. 449
Wow.
pips and counting. $171, $673, $1,250, $573, $825, $760, $250. Different trades. Different trades.
Wow.
But it didn't start that way. It could have started with serious negatives. Do you get?
Wow.
I am still a chicken. Get out too early. That's okay. You never. So this, look at this person, up 415 pips right now. Bounce back his life. Closed 152 pips EU and AC. More trades to go. 275 pips and two. These are guys that just started though. A lot of them are just new.
Yeah.
238 pips at the moment. Up nicely at 5 pips, 150 pips. I'm waiting for the green pizza on the daily chart. Clearly, I'm missing something. Is the red pizza and separation of Maggi sufficient? Something like that. So that's it. So you see people catching big pips. People are making like 1,000 pips a week. 4 trades,
Wow.
3 blues, 1 red, 130 pips in profit. My confidence in trading is at a new level, all thanks to bounce back strategy. So partially close my top trades and my UDJPY for about 200 pips, my current trades. So look, you can see using 0.02 and $30. So in all these things, it's all about
Yeah.
patience. These guys, for them to see this thing, they will have waited for like 6, 5 days, depending on the volatility of the market.
But
You
as long as you keep seeing that green line going in your direction, only
just
if you flip, then you close.
yes. At 180 pips, we tell you this CHF 60 pips. These are just traders. Look at AUD CHF 60, AUD JPY 60, Euro AUD, NZD CHF. When this is am I on all these trades? AUD CHF. I am on AUD CHF. The thing has retraced. I'm on minus. Everybody will be on minus now, including this person. NZD CHF. Am I on that trade too? I'm on NZD CHF too. And that means we are together. Euro AUD, I'm there. AUD JPY. I'm on AUD JPY. I am not. So you can see that almost all of us, we are seeing all these things at the same time. So you cannot go wrong. You can see that a lot of people are entering at the same time with you, because we are all seeing all these things at the same time. It's simple. A primary six person can get this thing. Red light, green light, enter. That's all. So you've seen a whole lot of testimonies.
Yeah.
I am 206 pips. People are getting large pips that are plenty.
Yeah.
So I think we are done.
Okay.
We've had how many minutes now at the Vishay meeting?
Over an hour, definitely, Sha. Maybe like 2 hours.
So go and do your setup on your MetaTrader 4.
Yes. So I'll just need the recording of this session so that I can now do.
I will upload it on YouTube soon.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So once you do that, you can also add other pairs here, so that you can copy instead of these are.
I'm still looking at your Facebook.
Oh. You can see that under here, I have how many trades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have enough trades. So all I have to do is just to be moving from here to here. I don't have to be going here. So all you have to do is that since you have your symbol, you have your quotes. In your own charts right now, I think you have only 4 pairs because you just opened it. Only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you want to add more, you drag what you want to add. Drag it. Don't drag it here. Drag it somewhere here. Can you see?
Okay. Up there.
Outside this chart. Once you drag it, a new page will appear for you. Look at. Okay. It will appear and it will be added to your list under here. So you can now add the templates. I have my bounce back template. Okay. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how it works. I hope that's clear.
Yes, it is. Now it's time to go and practice all that and open it on my own laptop.
This NZD JPY is just going up. It's just going up. It's just going up. I know it won't touch this green. It won't touch this green line, this green dots. So come down. Let me check H4. Okay, on H4, it's a buy. It's a buy on H4. You can see the green line appeared on H4. You can see.
Okay.
This green, there was a flip on H4. That's the reason why it's actually going up.
Going up.
There was a flip on H4. That's the reason for NZD JPY. But overall, on daily, it's a sell. On 4 hour, it's a buy. You get. So that's why we are in negative. I'm on almost 76 pips in negative on that. So, and at the end of the day, I think entry also is very, very important. If you know how to analyze charts, you will know the right time to enter a trade. You might see a green light, and then you might still decide to wait a bit. Probably you understand the time that there will be pullback. But for me, I did not wait. Probably if I had analyzed better using my normal, I do my normal plain chart analysis, plain black, something like this. I draw my support and resistance level. This possibly it's forming a head and shoulder, likely. So if I've drawn all of that, I could expect that since it has gotten here, it got here, there was a pullback. So it's likely for it to get here and pull back again and probably get to this level. Do you get? So all this small analysis, it got to this level. Here it got to this level. So all this small analysis, so it's still likely for it to probably pull back, pull up a bit more, and then, oh, sorry, and then drop. So I'm still expecting that it's going to pull. Are you in NZDJPY sell?
Am I in?
NZDJPY sell.
Let me check. NZDJPY sell, yes.
Okay, it can still pull up for maybe about 20 pips more before it drops down.
Before it drops down. So okay, you'll still be on negative.
Yeah, based on the support and resistance level or H4, can still go up a bit. Based on this level, yep, based on this level. It got to that point here, remember?
Yeah, before,
once it got to that point, it dropped. Yeah, it got to the point here, it dropped. It got to that point here, it dropped. So if it gets to that point, again, I'm expecting it to drop. So this is like, all right, but that's what I'm looking at, yeah. Let's see how it all turns out to be.
Okay.
All right then.
All right. Thank you so much, and thank you for your time.
Welcome.
Yeah. So I'll just be looking forward to getting the YouTube video so that I can start the empty for my laptop.
No problems.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to look at why this one is coming down. Okay, it's coming down based on H4 too. Problem. You can come down if you want. I'll be here for you till next week. Yeah.
Patiently waiting.
Yep. All right, take care.
Okay, thank you very